BYD has recently revealed it plans to essentially demolish Legacy Auto. It's saying it's going to take on Toyota and other automotive companies, but in particular Toyota. They're the king of the hill, and BYD says not for long. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching The Electric Viking. It's very clear BYD has changed its strategy within the past month. Previously, BYD was aiming for profitability. It wanted to prove it could make money out of selling electric cars. It's done that. Now, it went and discounted every single model in China. I mean, it's already the biggest selling car manufacturer in China, period. Growth is insane. They're going to sell probably over 3 million cars this year. They've already sold a record 2.7 million. But then it went and said, you know what, that's not enough. We want to sell more cars. We're going to discount them to whatever price we need to essentially eliminate the competition. Now, I'm paraphrasing the words of BYD's CEO, Wang Shanfu, but he's a smart guy, and you can clearly see BYD's intention. Now, that's the global intention, but when it comes to Australia, BYD are planning for something similar. BYD say they're aiming for Toyota with 30 new dealers, and they're going to bring in hybrids to compete directly with Toyota there as well. They're saying, you know what, EVs and plug-in hybrids. Well, Toyota does plug-in hybrids. Toyota doesn't do EVs. So let's go in and take some of Toyota's sales with plug-in hybrids. And BYD really have a point here because Toyota have in some cases, waiting lists that are incredibly long. So they're turning away buyers of plug-in hybrids. BYD is saying, well, we'll take them. Thanks very much, Toyota. That may be a smart strategy if you want to just eliminate the competition. Chinese giant BYD has been expanding in a number of different markets. We're not talking just Australia here, guys. BYD are entering I believe about 40 different countries this year and next year. So, in Australia, they're planning on undercutting Toyota on everything. And I mean, some of the electric SUVs that BYD are planning on bringing are incredibly impressive. Some of the vehicles that you haven't probably seen yet, I've made videos about them, but not a lot of those have been watched, show some of BYD's revolutionary new electric SUV technology, which just puts Toyota to shame. It's amazing. Chinese giant BYD has been expanding, and it has a range of lofty goals. These include BYD becoming one of the top 5 best-selling brands, I believe, of 2024 from what I've heard. Now that's globally. But BYD is pretty much already there now. If you look at their sales over the past 3 months, they're actually the 4th best-selling car brand in the world over the past 3 months. 4th. From nothing. 400,000 cars a year to this. That's a staggering change. 3 years ago, I think it was 400,000 they sold. This year, it'll be 3 million. Unbelievable. BYD says it aspires to be the best-selling car manufacturer in Australia, period. It's going to take down Toyota. Now, Toyota has around 20% market share, meaning 1 in 5 cars sold in Australia is a Toyota. That could change, though. BYD plans to massively expand its dealer network while rolling out a series of new products, including plug-in hybrids, utes, pickup trucks, and SUVs. Until the end of October 2023, the top 5 best-selling car brands in Australia were Toyota, with 175,000 sales, Mazda with 85,000, Ford with around 70,000, and Kia with 65,000. Hyundai was next with 63,600. BYD is in 25th place on the new car sales charts in Australia. It sold a total of 9,700 cars until the end of October. 9,620 of those, though, were the Atto 3. So BYD has only sold, or at least only delivered, until the end of October, 100 BYD Dolphins. But if you look at the demand for the BYD Seal and the Dolphin, and the Sea Lion, and a future Ute, which is meant to be coming out within about 6 months, you can see why BYD is pretty confident that within a few years, they can topple Toyota. Now, if you think back, someone said to you, hey, guess what? Apple's going to beat Nokia back when Apple didn't even have a smartphone. You'd think people were mental. But all of a sudden, things changed. Things can change really quickly. This sales figure will be supplemented, says BYD, by the BYD Dolphin hatchback, which recently started being delivered to Australian customers, along with the Seal electric sedan, which is going to be delivered, I believe, within the next few weeks. And I know there's a lot of people that are super keen that have ordered the BYD Seal. The distributor CEO of BYD here in Australia has announced the company plans to have 5 BYD models in 2024. And of course, I'm sure they'll have more than that the following year. The company confirmed it will introduce its first plug-in hybrid to the Australian market, which is of course the pickup truck, meaning it could be the first plug-in hybrid pickup truck available in Australia. In addition to that, it looks as though BYD will actually begin selling the Sea Lion around the middle of next year as well. In China, the Sea Lion is a pretty similar car to the Tesla Model Y, but it's $10,000 US dollars, so as in 15,000 Australian dollars cheaper than a Model Y. And if it came to Australia at that price, 15,000 less than a Model Y, that would make it cheaper than things like equivalent internal combustion Toyota SUVs. It would be a game changer. But getting back to BYD's plug-in hybrid technology, which it plans to use on the pickup truck, well, it will be. It's already being tested right now in Australia. It comes with dual electric motors and a small petrol engine that's claimed to offer extremely long driving range, potentially over 1,000 kilometers, eliminating range anxiety for pickup truck owners. These new types of vehicles will be going head-to-head with existing, much older style technology hybrids on sales by other brands, said BYD. Now BYD's, they're calling the shots here. They're saying, we have the new technology, you don't. We're simply going to eat you alive. They're right. I have to agree. With the additional supply chain strengths that will enable us to offer more advanced vehicles to customers who in some cases may still be on a waiting list for what we believe is old and superseded technology. Now BYD are directly mentioning people who have pre-orders for Toyota hybrids. They're saying it's old and outdated. And they're simply stating the facts. If you argue with this, you just don't know what you're talking about. I mean, people have pre-orders for Toyota vehicles and Lexus vehicles that have nickel metal hydride batteries. I mean, we're talking vehicles that they haven't got yet. It will come to them with a nickel metal hydride battery, which on average are around double the weight of a lithium battery. They're just ancient technology. If you really place an order for a Toyota vehicle with that battery pack and you're willing to pay a premium for that kind of car, you simply haven't done your research. Now, fortunately, most people, for their own sake and their own sanity and their own benefit, do the research these days. They're willing to do that. Things have changed. BYD has planned for 30 new outlets, 30 new stores here in Australia and more service locations. And it believes that that will help it attract and retain more customers. So people buy BYD, they won't want to go back. They won't be saying, I bought a BYD, but I'll go back to Toyota. They're going to stay with the brand. That's what BYD is planning on. One of these new service facilities is apparently in BYD Service and Support Centre in Mascot, which is in Sydney's inner south. So BYD is going after buyers that have more disposable income. This facility will act as a service hub and feature an eco-friendly car wash, plus a specialised EV panel repair shop, as well as a service and training facility. The brand currently has 21 locations worldwide, so it's more than doubling, going from 21 to 51. That's some pretty aggressive tactics right there. BYD said this: we've seen the brand grow substantially in the first 18 months of trade within Australia. Under these new arrangements with BYD, we will once again be setting a new benchmark of how the latest technologically advanced vehicles will be brought to Australia. And you know what? I don't believe BYD's vehicles are any more advanced than Tesla's. In fact, I'm convinced they're not. I believe Tesla vehicles are better. But you get what you pay for. BYD vehicles are cheaper. Most people realistically want cheaper. And BYD EVs are far better than anything Toyota makes. And even Toyota has pretty well admitted that. That's the reason BYD makes Toyota's EVs for them in China, essentially. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Do you think BYD can take down Toyota? I predicted a year ago that by 2030 it would happen. I'm sticking by it. Thanks for watching.